Hello, my name is Sebbi and welcome back to the coffee break in Minecraft. Today is Wednesday, June 3rd, 2020. Hey, there's an enderman stealing my dirt. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Hey you! Hey you! That's my dirt! Yes! Give it back! Give it back to me! Crazy guy! Where have you got the dirt from? That's what you get. That's what you get. Has he stolen the dirt from my park? Do we have a sudden hole somewhere on the park, or has he grabbed it from somewhere else? I like to know. I like to know. Those weird ender guys all the time. That's not good. That's not good at all. All right, let's see. Is maybe he got the dirt from somewhere down there or so. I don't know. I don't know where. Ooh, that's a different problem. That's a different problem indeed. Alright, we have diffused this creeper as well. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know where the enderman got the dirt from. Guess it's not from the park. At least I don't see a hole somewhere. So that's good. That's very good. But still, you're not allowed. You're not allowed to steal my dirt. You crazy ender guys. So yeah, let's just get going. Let's continue with the museum. That's fantastic. That's great. I'm really excited about this, to make progress with the museum, and also I'm very excited to talk about the last week because, oh wow, so many things have happened since the last episode. It's crazy how many things can happen over the course of 1 week. So that's exciting. That's really exciting. Less exciting, however, is the weather, because I am sitting in a 30 centigrade hot office. 30 centigrade. Oh dear. Why? Why do we have to go through this craziness once again? I don't know. I just don't know. Do I like to bring things from here? I don't think so. I don't think that I need things from here, so let's get over to the building site and assess the situation to see if I need to find more materials, if I need to get back to our mine, to get more stones, or yeah, what the current status is. My current status, aside from being inside of an oven or something like this, rather a furnace. It's way too hot in here. Yeah, I just returned from a stay at my parents'. I stayed there for almost a week, just a couple hours shy of a total week, so this was good. This was really nice to see them, to also to be able to work from there thanks to the current home office situation. This was not a problem, so this was good. That was really good. Speaking of work, yeah, so haven't received feedback last week. The only thing I heard last week was, after I basically emphasized that it's about time to get feedback because, hey, the deadline is just a few days away from us, well, that, hey, I managed to postpone the deadline by another week, so now I do have plenty of time to give you appropriate feedback. Hooray! So this is what I heard on Thursday, so I thought, alrighty then, that's fine. Yeah, I heard it on Thursday. So yeah, that deadline got postponed once again. This is also an interesting approach. Instead of giving feedback, we just postpone the deadline. So yeah, why not? Why not doing that? So on Tuesday. Monday was a bank holiday. On Tuesday, I got some feedback. Surprisingly, it was good feedback, good in ways of positive feedback. So they apparently have more or less enjoyed what I have done. Of course, there's always room for improvement, but it was not like, all right, please delete everything and start over. No. They were quite pleased with what I have done. So this was cool. This was really nice. And so I spent Tuesday, so yesterday, with improving the paper, and also spent this morning with improving the paper, with implementing all the changes. And yeah, I finished it just before grabbing the last breakfast with my parents. Then I had to leave. For this town. And I mean, it was a typical ride on the autobahn. Well, it was not typical with respect to the traffic or so. No, it was more typical with the additional time needed to complete this. The problem already started with the problem that I had to refuel before driving home, and yeah, normally refueling shouldn't be so much a problem, but for some reason everyone apparently decided, hey, let's go to this particular gas station and refuel our cars, and not only refuel our cars, but show that apparently using this fuel pistol and inserting that fuel pistol into the tank or into the inlet to the tank is too complicated. You can use a lot of time to get this done. And when many people do this, then that's causing chaos. My favorite thing was that one customer of that fuel station apparently paid the bill for someone else's fuel consumption. And so there was a lot of confusion, and they couldn't just revert the transaction. So yeah, a lot of patience was needed. Right before just from the start of the journey. And over the course of 1 week, over the course of the week I stayed at my parents', they managed to get a few more road construction sites out. And they apparently forgot to put down a few signs really showing what you have to do in order to get to the autobahn you want to use. So my normal way was blocked. The autobahn was just blocked. No one was allowed to drive there due to construction or so. And I think I should use some jungle wood here. I think this here. I think this would look good. And yeah, so they diverted the traffic, and suddenly I found myself heading to the west instead of to the east. So I would have arrived at a completely different town, a completely different region if I would have just continued. So I stopped at I stopped at a resting place, and used the nav on my used the nav app on my smartphone to figure out where I was, and luckily I found a rather straight road that is connecting the one autobahn with the autobahn I wanted to use. And after wasting, I don't know, nearly an hour or so, I finally found myself back at the place where, well, on the autobahn I wanted to use. So hooray, I finally was heading the right direction. And apparently they also decided to have some lawn mowing activities next to the autobahn over the total distance I had to drive, which always resulted in the fun of, hey, instead of having 3 lanes, we limit the autobahn to 2 lanes. We also limit the speed. We just cause a lot of chaos, which is great, which is just great when you have to go through those lawn mowing activities, I don't know, 10 times in a row or so, aside from all the other construction sites. So yes, I was happy as I arrived. I was very happy as I arrived and went for a run. I immediately went for a run, and after the run, everything was better. So I calmed down, and then it was back to paperwork because, yeah, the initial Friday deadline, so last Friday deadline, was postponed to this Friday. But this Friday also is the deadline of a different call for papers. So now I do have 2, count them, 2 deadlines at the same day. Hooray! So that's fun. And now I'm writing the other paper. So lots of fun. Lots of fun. Right, Junglewood. Junglewood is what I need. The weekend itself, as I said, was exciting, especially with the launch. The first launch attempt, unfortunately, was cancelled due to the weather. So they had a thunderstorm, so they had to cancel the first crewed Dragon launch. But the second attempt, on a Saturday evening, my time, was a flawless launch. It was really a flawless launch, and was really amazing seeing the first commercial crewed spacecraft launching into space. And yeah, this was great. This was really great. What have I done here? I really enjoyed this. And bye. And yeah, so this was cool. Well, this was very, very cool and very exciting to watch. What kind of material do I like to use here? Let's try to combine it with oak. Maybe oak works well. Let's try oak. Also, I really enjoyed that they had a continuous coverage of the launch or the approach to the space station, because the coverage never stopped. It stopped after they docked to the International Space Station and they opened the hatches and had the welcoming ceremony. But it was really cool to watch the stream all day long and learn what the astronauts are doing, how they are approaching the space station, seeing them arrive there. This was really interesting. This was really exciting, and so I very much enjoyed this. This was just marvelous, and it was really a fantastic endeavor. So I'm excited to see what's next, and I'm also excited to see how the return works out. The return to Earth is also flawless, and if they also provide dang it, I totally forgot to bring the wood. If they also do a live coverage from the moment of undocking to, or maybe even from the moment of clothing the hatches to landing, this would be cool. So yeah, I'm really excited. I'm very much excited. Also, another cool thing, we did an excursion to the sea. So finally I saw some seawater, some maritime environments again. So this was also nice. It was really a relaxing trip. And yeah, so the days went by super quickly, way too quickly. But I think that's the usual thing. When you're having fun, then time flies. So yeah, was really exciting. Was super cool. However, there are also a few things. One thing that is not so cool, and yeah, I just think that although everyone else is already speaking about it, I do have to mention this as well. That's what's going on in the States. I mean, you over there declare yourself as the land of freedom and all possibilities and whatnot, and then you decide to attack and suppress people by the color of their skin? Seriously? Aren't we way beyond this situation? I mean, why? We are just having this corona situation, and this affects everyone, and there you can't really aside maybe from the general greed of mankind that might have caused or led to the development of corona and all those other illnesses and viruses and pandemics and whatnot. It's maybe somewhat man-made, but racism, this is definitely man-made, and this is done on purpose. So I'm also fortunate to come from a country that, especially in the past, has done, I'm not very fortunate about that, has done some serious bad decisions. And although it's not, I can't make, no one can make me responsible for what has been done in the past. Similarly, I can't make someone responsible for what happened during the period of, what do I want to do? Oh yes, I wanted to use birch, but I do have birch in my inventory. Why? I'm a little bit confused right now. What happened during the era of slavery or so? But no, we are living in the 21st century, and we are still doing bad things, like judging people by the color of their skin, or what's next? Next up, okay, you colored your hairs pink, so today we don't like people that have pink hair. Next day we have something against people having blue hair, or what? So the bottom line is, there is no right skin color. There's no better human being than someone else or whatever. We are all the same. We are all humans. So can't we just stop doing this nonsense and focus on the real problems, such as global warming, such as global pandemics, and pollution, poverty, wars? I mean, there are plenty of things. There are so many things we could improve, we could make better. And so in the end, all life matters, and yeah, I don't really know what I shall say about this. It's just infuriating to hear about all those things and just thinking, okay, guys, what is wrong with you? And what is wrong with you still having this one person as your leader that apparently does not care about what actually is going on? So, yeah, that's that's what I have to say about this. I don't want to elaborate it more. It's just, yeah, it's interesting. So many good things, so many exciting things, so many positive things. Personal positive things on my side, as I said, with the seeing the sea again and seeing my parents again, having just a great day or great time over the stay at my parents. The great endeavor indeed of the rocket launch. And yeah, then this. So many things have happened, good things, bad things, exciting things. And one thing that also is a little bit, well, I'm thinking about lately is the start of this year. So many people were saying, okay, we are not having just a new year, we are having the beginning of a new decade, which sounds even more impressive. And so many people had hopes, had ideas, had dreams for this new decade, to make things better, to have a great decade, to have the best decade ever. As I just said, no, we can't blame someone for COVID-19, except for the overall greed of mankind, that everyone just wants to have more profit, and this results in bad things like this. But yeah, so we wanted to have a great decade. Then we're having COVID-19. Instead of just accepting the fact that, hey, it's COVID-19 and we have to take it serious and help each other, many people were just selfish, were just thinking about themselves, and were not really helping others to get through the situation. Oh, there's an arrow dispenser. This is tempting. Okay, you're not so interesting. I want to have the arrow dispenser up there. And yeah, now we do have, aside from Corona, the other crazy situation escalating in on the other side of the Great Pond. And yeah, I just like to ask the general question: has everyone already forgot that we had so many ideas, so many dreams for 2020, for the new decade, and we want to make this world a better place? Is everything forgotten again? Are we back to 2019? Are we back to the start of the millennium or so? What's going on? Can't we just take a step back, take a look at everything, think again about this, think about decisions that have been made, actions that have been taken, and re-evaluate if all the things that are currently going on and that have been done are really leading us to, hey, let's make it to the best decade ever, or if it's just another step into madness. I don't know. I just like to ask this question. Everyone has to answer it for themselves. And with this open question, I think it's about time to end this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. I unfortunately have to go back to my paper and continue typing words. And so I hope you enjoyed this episode. Oh, by the way, speaking of Minecraft, yes, over the course of the last week, I also played a lot of Minecraft. I played a lot of Sebbi and friends. So I do have plenty of things to show you. I have plenty of things to showcase, plenty of things to discover. I just need some time. So I hope soon, at least after the deadlines, I will record the next episode of Sebbi and Friends, and I'm really excited about this because great things happened over the course of last week. And yeah, so that's the end of this episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you will be joining me next time. So thank you so much for watching. Until then, my name is Sebbi. See you.